unfold, you'll see that Danny and his friends will continually face a series of choices.
And these choices will change their lives.
Will they choose to compromise their beliefs and follow the rules of Babylon?
Or will they choose to follow God?
Just who will Danny and his friends bow to? In our story, some will face choices where they must physically bow.
Needs to choose who they will follow, serve, and worship.
You will see Danny and his friends face life or death decisions in the arena, the fire, and the den.
But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Danny and his friends had arrived in Babylon, having been captured by the Babylonians.
And they soon realized that life in Babylon was very, very different than life in Israel.
Aren't you the strongest, finest captives I've ever seen? Good for you. We are so happy to have you here in Babylon. This is Helga, and she'll give you a tour of the royal right room where you prepare for the Babylonian Warrior Challenge. What do you say, warriors?
Babylon strong!
Challenge? What challenge?
You'll love it. Helga will tell you all about it. First, I have to finish my workout. Time for lunges. Carry on, warriors.
Babylon strong! Here in Babylon, we work our bodies to their fullest capacity. We are the best. Now you will be the best. But it looks like you'll have to train before you can compete.
Danny was intrigued by the idea of a physical fitness challenge. In his mind, he pictured himself catching barbells left and right as they were thrown at him. Although that's not exactly what happened. Here's what really happened.
This doesn't look so tough. Let me just... Oh dear, that's very heavy. I can't lift that. He said it. He said it. You know the drill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do jumping jacks anytime someone says the word can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll get it. We have a bunch of workout words. It keeps things exciting. Just wait till someone says the word. It's don't say it!
The king assigned them a daily ration of food from his own kitchen. They were to be trained for 3 years, and after that they were to enter the king's service. But Daniel chose not to defile himself by eating these foods. He asked for permission not to eat these unacceptable foods.
Helga, I'd like to respectfully ask that my friends and I not be required to eat these foods. We have top chefs cooking for us day and night. Best food in Babylon. Why in the world would you ask that? I can't help to notice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That you're still lifting weights? Yep, gotta keep that heart rate up.
She never stops working out. She's our top warrior.
Babylon strong! As you know, we're Israelites. That's the word! Israelites, Israelites. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Please
simply be allowed to eat vegetables and drink water for the next 10 days?
That's a sure way to lose the competition.
Gotta have protein.
Even so, we are following the rules of the Most High God.
Just give us 10 days and then see how we do. I don't know. If King Neb sees you looking weak at the competition, he's gonna punish me.
Don't worry, our God will not let us down.
He keeps his promises and we depend on him.
10 days passed and it was time for the competition.
Danny and his friends had only eaten vegetables while the Babylonians had only eaten like kings.
The challenge was over, and Danny and the Shacks had been crowned the winners. They determined to give God all the glory for their victory.
I've got to say, those vegetables did not let you down. How did you do it?
It was the Most High God. He made us strong.
Whatever. Back to business. As Babylonians, you will need new names. From now on, you will be Shadrach, Meshach, and you, Abednego. Back to push-ups.
Meanwhile, King Neb was very impressed that Danny and his friends had won the Babylon Warrior Challenge.
Babylon strong! I am very impressed with you Israelites.
Israelite, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, whoa!
I can't imagine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ugh, how you did it. But you beat my finest people in the Babylonian Warrior Challenge.
Babylon strong!
You easily beat the obstacle course, even without eating our chef's amazing food. Tell me your names again.
I'm Shadrach.
I'm Meshach.
And I'm...
I'm just going to call you Shax. Would you like to be regular competitors in a challenge? You have the strength that it takes.
Our strength only comes from Yahweh, the Most High God.
We will live and serve here, but please allow us to continue to honor God with what we choose to eat.
King Neb agreed, and Danny and his friends continued to quietly follow God and eat the food they knew God wanted them to.
In fact, 3 years later, they were stronger and healthier than any of the other two that ate in the great food of the kingdom.
They chose to have faith and follow God even when it was unpopular.
Even when it seemed must eat the king's food so they could be strong.
And God blessed them as they lived in a foreign land.
It's easier said than done to stay true to who you know you are. It's easier said than done to be in the world but not forget your love. One decision can change everything and set the course of your life. Will you look to God or go it alone? Everyone decides. Everyone decides. But they believe the impossible, impossible. They see what only God can do. They wait for the beautiful future God has in store for those who believe the impossible. I wanna see the hand of God in the world around me, in every heart. I wanna hear His gentle voice teaching me to hear His heart. I will depend on God in everything, for He's the source of my life. I will seek His ways and not on my own, and trust in Him alone. I'll trust in Him alone. Faith leaves the impossible, impossible. Faith sees what only God can do. Faith waits for the beautiful future God has in store for those who believe. You leave the impossible. You leave the impossible.
Time in Babylon went by, as time does, and Danny and the Shacks adjusted to their new life.
Danny and his friends prayed and asked God to give them wisdom in this new land. Above all, they continued to trust God that He would take care of them.
Soon, Danny was placed in a high position and was went to oversee operations in various parts of the land.
Meanwhile, the king appointed the Shacks over a huge providence, and he had a big announcement.
What a great king I am! Look at all I have accomplished. All praise and glory goes to me. Just wait until you see what I have built.
A 90-foot golden?
A 90-foot golden statue of our favorite person, me.
All were informed that when the beat dropped, they would be required to fall down and worship the golden statue. Whoever would not would be thrown into a fiery furnace of firing fire.
The Shacks
A
had a
place of
big
fire.
The Shacks had a big problem. They knew they couldn't bow down to anyone but God.
There's no way we're bound. Right, guys?
1, 2, 3.
Shacks, shackies, shacks, your own beliefs, but you do realize what needs to happen here, right? I mean, it's going to be really obvious if everyone's bowing down to the statue, and you three aren't.
Perhaps the king won't mind. He loves us. Who do you think he will make an exception?
The Shacks thought the king might change his mind.
To my loyal Babylonians, I was just talking to my very best friends, the Shacks, and they have reminded me that there is only one God. So I am taking down a statue. We'll all worship one true God.
Although by now I bet you realize that that's not what happened.
This is what happened.
If anyone does not bow to the statue, I want them thrown into a fiery hot furnace immediately.
You're not thinking this through, Shakizzles. He never respects your beliefs. I know for a fact that he was impressed with your God. Your God helped you win the warrior challenge.
Babylon strong!
Many people are impressed with God, but just because someone's impressed does not mean their lives change.
We don't want to lose you. You will be no use to your God after you've been toasted.
If you make this one compromise, you'll be able to keep serving your God for a long, long time.
It's easy to compromise.
And it's easy to get caught up in worshiping other things.
But we must worship the one true God.
We won't bow. Simple as that.
I'd like to begin the festivities with a gigantic, enormous worship service for the most amazing king around. Me. Welcome to my party. So glad you came. It's a big celebration to praise my name. Why we're here is something you should know. Always have to mention it, but here it goes. Let's all celebrate and have some fun. But before you do anything else, first you gotta bow.
Bow down to your king. Bow down, bow down, bow down.
With this one, it's compromise. You have to get yourself in compromise. The end will just to find the knees. Because if you don't go along, everyone will see.
Bow down to your king, to the statue sing. Bow down, bow down, bow down to your king. Bring an offering. Bow down, bow down.
Now you're in the law that you have now. You're gonna take your mind, you better get it now.
On the count of four, you better bow down low. 1, 2, 3, 4, bow.
God has the power. He is our king.
You're gonna stand! There's only one God. We're gonna create. We're gonna stand!
He is almighty. Yahweh is his name.
We're gonna stand! We're gonna stand!
We stand for the one true king. He is the Lord over everything. We stand for He the only one. Worthy of praise, may His will be done. We stand for Jehovah reigns. He will rescue us and He will save. We stand and we will not bow, for He will deliver us even now. We stand for the one true king. He is the Lord over everything. We stand for the only one. Worthy of praise, may His will be done. We stand for Jehovah reigns. He will rescue us and He will save. We stand for He will not bow, for He will deliver us even now. We stand.
When all was said and done, the Shacks did not bow. In fact, they stood tall.
But some of the Babylonians were not too happy about the way it turned out. Helga brought the matter up with the king while they were all planking.
Oh, King, Your royal muscliness. Did you notice that your favorite Hebrews conveniently forgot to bow when the bead dropped at the ceremony?
Those cool cats, the Shacks? Are you sure?
They must still be loyal to their God. After all, they are Israelites.
Israelite! Israelite! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! Ho! The nerve! How ungrateful! After I put them in charge of the provinces here in Babylon, bring them here!
And so the Shacks were brought before the king and given one more chance.
I'll give you one more chance to fall down and worship the glorious statue of me. But if you do not, you may be thrown into a fiery hot furnace. Rika, tell him about the fire.
Oh, it is so hot, King. You can toast a marshmallow in 1 second, pop popcorn in 3 seconds, and pizza in 5. Let's just say you don't want to stand anywhere near it.
Much less in it. I cracked myself up.
Our God can deliver us from the fire, but even if he doesn't, he is still more powerful than all the
We stand firm. We will not serve the statue or your gods.
The shakalaka was thrown into the furnace hot so hot that it was up without a chance to ever make it out. But to Babylon's surprise, they were untouched by the heat. Almighty God showed up and called them back to peace.
And the Abednego were brought out of the fire.
And the fire hadn't burned any part of them.
Once again, King Neb was very impressed that God had saved them from the fiery furnace. He said,
Praise be to the God of the Shacks, who has sent his angel to rescue them from the fire. They would rather give up their lives and worship any other god but their own. Therefore, I decree, if anyone says anything bad about their God, they will be forced to do 1,000 burpees and 5 million sit-ups. There is no
interested in music, so he converted the weight room into a palace recording studio. He loves to jam with the other musicians, especially Danny.
In fact, he planned to put Danny in charge over the whole kingdom. He would be the second most powerful musician in the land. The other musicians did not like him.
The other leaders tried to find something wrong with Danny because they were jealous and he was so respected. They tried to trick the king into making a law. Danny knew they wouldn't follow it.
They said, let's convince the king to make a law that everyone has to pray to King Darius every day for 30 days. And if they don't, throw them in the lion's den.
So they approached the king.
Let me get this straight. Everyone will pray for me for 30 days? Yep.
Not gonna lie, I love that idea.
And just in case King Darius realized that it was a trap for Danny, they wrote a clause making sure it would go into making sure the law would go into immediate effect and could never be changed.
But Danny continued to praise to God 3 times a day with the windows open so all could see.
God, I praise you. You're the one and only true God. My life is always in your hands. Please guide me today as I seek to follow your will and serve you. Amen.
Right away, the jealous musician alerted the king of Danny's actions, and King Darius realized with horror that he had no choice but to follow through on his decree and throw Danny in the lion's den.
I'm so sorry, Danny. I was tricked into making this decree. May your God, whom you faithfully serve, protect you from this den of lions.
It's all right, King. My God will continue to protect me. We'll jam again. You'll see.
And so Danny was tossed into a den of lions.
You know that feeling that you get in the pit of your soul when you think about a burger and you want to swallow it whole. There's a sweet satisfaction knowing all will soon be fine. You've heard the dinner bell
first light is on, King Darius hurried to the lion's den and called out,
Oh, Danny boy, have you been eaten by the lions?
May the king live forever. My God has sent his angel and he shut the mouths of lions. They have not hurt me.
Hot diggity dog, this calls for a saxophone celebration.
And so the king was overjoyed and gave orders to lift Danny out of the den.
And when Danny was lifted from the den, no wound was found on him, because he had trusted in his God.
Danny trusted God in the lion's den, and in faith you can trust in the impossible.
Even when you're living in Babylon, you can still be in the presence of Almighty God.
Die in his presence than 1,000 spent anywhere else.
For the Lord our God is sun and shield, the Lord gives favor and honor. No good thing does he withhold from those whose walk is blameless. Blessed is the man who trusts in you.
Blessed is the man who trusts in you.
Blessed is the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed. She's blessed. Blessed is the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed. She's blessed. Blessed is the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed. She's blessed. Blessed is the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed. Better is one day. Better is one day. Oh, better is one day in your bones. Better is one day. Better is one day. Oh, better is one day in your bones. Then a thousand elsewhere. Then a thousand elsewhere. Then a thousand elsewhere. Better is one day in your courts. Then a thousand elsewhere. Then a thousand elsewhere. Then a thousand elsewhere. Better is one day in your courts. Blessed the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed. You're blessed. Blessed the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed. You're blessed. Blessed the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed. You're blessed. Blessed the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed. You're blessed. Blessed the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed. You're blessed. Blessed the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed. You're blessed. Blessed the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed. You're blessed. Blessed the man who trusts in you. I'm blessed. You're blessed.
Maybe you are in your own Babylon. Maybe you are in your own Babylon where it is hard to feel that God is with you.
Rest assured that He is near and you can worship Him no matter where you are.
He is with you in Babylon.
He's with you in the fire.
He is with you in the den.
Look for where God is working.
No matter what, how disastrous it seems, God is right there in the middle of it.
like Danny, kneeling and praying to God even when there's a law against it.
It might even mean serving and getting quiet in the place with those around you who don't serve God and being trustworthy in all those workers like Danny in the shacks of Babylon.
Where God calls you to stand, He will be with you and give you the strength to stay on